How you guys doing? This is Martin. You know me from my series on how to pay off your car loan in 36 months without giving up Starbucks or being cheap. Or you've been watching how we've been talking about the unemployment articles, 2101, the ones that talk about unemployment, all the way to 21116, which talks about the state audit. Talked a little bit about 4022, about the unemployment, about the eviction. Like if you have a federally backed property that if you don't want, you can get what is it, forbearance. And also we talked about how, like, worst case scenario, you may have a tenant that stays in your place and you can't get rid of them. So today, just like I'm in my office today, not on the field, just have one interview today. We're gonna see what we can do to help a company that wants to become a multi all-in-one for houses, from plumbing to HVAC. So we talked about what we need to do to try to grow their business. Then after that, I have one meeting at 3, and then I gotta go see someone at 4 to pick up a person who's an Amway business, Jackie, my friend. So go buy some products from her. Try to keep myself off the sodas, man. Go get a gut. So mostly today is just, what have you been doing to get yourself more money? I guess I found out Soup Plantation was closing, and then I've been driving around, so it's still like some businesses are open and some aren't. So I'm like, restaurants going to impact it. And they did have a good thing where they're talking about any type of, when I grew up, there used to be smorgasbords, and you go get your food. You guys know you pay $10, you eat a bunch, or what is it? Best Western, how you go get the eggs and make a waffle. So I'm just curious to see, are you still going to be able to get free breakfast when I go out to Best Western? No. Is it Best Western? Yeah, Best Western or Holiday Inn. So that should be interesting to see how that plays out. But then I'm reading my closing book, because now I'm going to be on the phone. Got to see what we can do to tie down the appointments. So then what did I say? 197, 397, 697. Hey, get those advanced programs, especially like 35 million people out of work. If you first 6.6 million, we're probably entering week 8 of the $600. So you have 5 more weeks before that $600 drops off. And then that's when you're going to have like the first 1 to 2 million people go back into the workplace. And then we'll find out what's waiting for them. So, and then I'm going to start calling some of these homeowners saying like, oh, I want to keep my house for my baby. It's like, your house is 40 years old. It's a wreck. It's an investment property. What is your baby, a crack addict or something? Or, oh, get rid of the house, tear it down. Let us come in there, put a duplex, fourplex, triplex. So that's what we're doing now. We got to go find some properties. So P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402, Mark Morris. P.O. Box 540, San Bernardino, California, 92402. Hey, sign up for those programs, because if not, you're going to be like a stack of papers, man. It's going to be wait till like a Macy's goes back to work. Let's see how many of the 100,000 people that Macy brings back. So we'll find out that. Like I told you, 1995, laid off. Just takes you 2 years to get like an equivalent job. So just because you get a job, just like I said, don't worry about losing your unemployment. Go out there and work. All they're gonna do is just deduct what you make from your check. Go out and do it, man. Because don't make the mistake I made. 6 months not doing anything, then try to go back and talk to the employer. You don't try to interview. What have you been doing? Oh, just sitting at home, doing this, doing that. They go, oh, okay. Oh, okay. And then once I say, hey, I got one job here, Craigslist, another job here with the temp company, another job here, I was working at UPS, loader, like FedEx. They say, okay, that person's making progress. Hey, I realized I needed to work on my Spanish, work on these skills, turn it around, then boom. That's how you go from job to job. That's how you survive in a recession. You got to just keep moving. And then now the problem, like you said, if you looked at my other videos, the 0% interest, that's the problem you have right now. Because in the old days, you used to be able to take money, like even if it's 5%, say $1,000 at 5% is at least $50. That's at least positive interest Now the interest is zero. So basically all the money you make is your cash flow. And the only way you can make extra money now is you got to find an investment. Like we do real estate. You can do, try to do land, something where you can get, or try to do stock, but the stock market's so weird and then you just don't know what to happen. Or you can try to buy bonds too. Like I guess Boeing sold $25 billion worth of bonds at 5% interest. The only issue with that is Boeing gonna go out of business? It'll be Boeing, Airbus. There's another one I can't think of who makes planes. But you can do that, but you ain't gonna get your money for 5 years. So now you're gonna be able to have to put the money away and just hopefully that bond or thing you depend on will give you the money back. I'm trying to plug my eye. I have issues with allergies. So, but go back, 16,470 people, 17 people reviewed the one about how to pay off your car loan early. Go back, look at that. I see a lot of new cars out there. So if you're gonna have a car, if you're gonna lease a car, go back, watch those videos, find out, hey, how can you pay off your small bills? Then once you pay off your small bills, if you're going to keep the car, you can apply the extra money from the smaller bills toward your car payment. And then you'll like reduce the car payment down from like say 60 months. If you just pay an extra $30, $40, $50, you reduce like a 60 month down to like maybe 54, 55. That's not counting the extra money you can throw at it from income tax. Or if you get like a bonus or something, throw it at that. So just because you have a 60-month car loan doesn't mean you have to wait the whole 60 months. As for those of you 72-month car loans, I feel sorry for you. IRS depreciates the car after 60 months. So you're basically, your car's worth zero and you're still paying the car dealer. So you're doing them a favor. And just think, it'll be like 7 models of that car would have come out. So if you do get into the accident, your car is basically worth zero. So go back, watch those videos. Go back and watch the ones we're talking about. If you're a student loan and you're a student, move home, man. Especially if you're 25 or younger, move home. Tell mom and dad, especially if you got that $600 bonus, hey, tell mom and dad I'll pay you $200, $300, $400. Even if they do the freaky icky stuff, if you pay them $300 to $400, $500, they go do that stuff elsewhere. Say, let me stay here, mom and dad, till September 30th, 2020. I got a $10,000 car loan. I'm trying to use the student loan, 0% interest. I'm gonna pay down the loan. And then all that interest that I'm saving, I'm gonna use for a down payment for a new apartment. And they say, okay, let you stay as long as you pay them money. Pay them money, man. Don't go buy a new car like I see people doing. Buy new cars and then living at home. I guess I saw someone bought a Beamer, now he's living at home. Don't do that. You just embarrass yourself. So that else. And then go back, even if you're on unemployment, find out what is your budget, like how much money do you have to spend before you spend that unemployment check. Because you don't want to go into the office desperate. So you want to go in there like, hey, this is what I want, give them the price range, listen to them. Hey, what can I do to help? What are the problems? Because once you go in desperate, you end up getting a desperate job and it's a disaster. Like I told you, even if you get hired, you're probably not going to stay that long because you don't know how really stable the company's finances are. Like I told you, you're going to have going from job to job to job. So at least go in there calm when you're talking to them. Okay, even if you don't stay there a while, just make sure when you're there, the check clears. So that's what I want you to do. So now you need to just go out and get a job, man. There's money out there because it's going to get hot soon. There's more businesses opening, more people start realizing the actual damage. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy. They already talking about canceling July 4th picnics and stuff. I'm telling you, man, just get ready for insanity this summer. But let them be insane. You, what did I say? Read your closure survival book. Go do the interviews. Save your money. And like I said, if you really get desperate because you want to make some money, like you don't want to invest in real estate, and I wouldn't invest in the stock market, you got one option, two options, gambling or the lottery. At least with the lottery, it's like a sunk cost. Pay that $100 for the ticket, it's gone. If you try to do it gambling, you end up being bankrupt and under the bridge. And we're going to test out the gambling theory. When Vegas opens up, I got a plan. Put $100 just for gambling. But then we'll have another $100 to play all the prop bets. and find out if we break even after like 2 or 3 days playing blackjack. So then if that works, then I would recommend you try it. So if you run out of retirement money and you feel like gambling, maybe take 100, 200, you gotta have at least 200, 100 to gamble with, 100 for the prop bets. You just keep putting the prop bet, and every time you bet, just prop bet, prop bet, prop bet. And I want to find out if that actually works or not. So I'm gonna try to go big, $200. I'm gonna go big, man. Let's see if I come back with 200, 300. Is it 0 if I keep doing the prop bets? So that should be fun. But for now, $197, $397, or $697 programs. Also, the 100,000 subscriber campaign. Sign up on the channel, subscribe, let us know what you think. Talk to you later.